New patch, new patch notes. Let's start with a quick summary and after that go into the exact details. This time it boils down to PvE buffs for those that really need it, a few adjustments here and there in PvP, some attacks now hit through walls that didn't before, beware, a new crystalline conflict season, note season, not series, you still have this starting season to get your PvP mount from the series level ups. The Valerian gear dropped in Neverreap and the Fractal Continuum, being references to Tactics Ogre, are now dyeable, presumably in celebration of this new release. Also, a new data center for the North American player base. This is all accompanied by a handful of bug fixes of course, but let's not get too deep in that. Now for the specific details, warriors got yet another buff to their Felcleave and Upheaval. Given how big of a factor Felcleave plays in the warrior's DPS, a 4% increase to its potency is quite significant. Reapers get a 10% buff to Lemure's Slice and Communio, adding 140 potency to every Enshroud. Additionally, Plentiful Harvest gets a clean 200 potency added to its minimum and maximum. Bard gets a 30 potency buff to Imperial Arrow, a decent buff to its overall damage. And then, the one we've all been waiting for. Machinist gets a 20 potency buff to Heat Blast, effectively boosting every hypercharge by 100 potency. Drill, Air Anchor and Chainsaw also each get a 20 potency buff, and so does Wildfire. With reassembles guaranteeing some damage boosts, this is a bit complicated, but overall, these add up to 340 potency every 2 minutes. Moving on to Black Mage, Foul and Xenoglassy gets each a 40 potency buff, and then Enochian got buffed from 20% to 21? I mean, that's almost just a flat 1% DPS increase across the board for Black Mages, but that just looks weird. 21%? Summoner gets a 50 potency buff to each of its elemental primal summons, adding up to 150 potency every minute. Additionally, Fester gets a 40 potency buff, over 10%, and given how summoners tend to stack 4 Festers within raid buffs, this can add up to slightly more than that. Red Mage's Red Magic Mastery 3 from level 84 gets a potency buff added to it that applies to the melee combo. This adds up to 140 potency for each melee combo, although it should be stated that the damage is spread more heavily towards the start of the combo, not that it changes much. Sage gets a 90 potency buff to Flimmer 3, approximately 18%, making it deal nearly double the damage of Doses 3. This makes it even more crucial that Sages plan their Flimmers during raid buffs. Next, onto the detailed PvP changes. Dark Knight's Limit Break now takes longer to get ready, and the damage range is significantly wider. Gunbreaker's area of effect heals from Junction Healer now heals through walls, and Aurora, the ability from Junction, has had its region effect buffed. Nebula, the Junction tank ability, does more counter damage, and the Gunbreaker Limit Break now, in addition to everything else it does, reduces the damage enemies do by 4%. Monk's Snap Punch and Demolish do more damage, and the cooldown on Riddle of Earth, the defensive cooldown, is now shorter. Ninja's Shukuchi, the teleport into Hidden, now only grants a 4-second hidden effect instead of 5, and Pluton's movement speed increase is weaker. In contrast, Bard and Machinist now move faster during their powerful shot and blast charge. Additionally, Machinist's outer turret has a bigger targeting reticle when placing, making it easier to tell where it will strike when placed, and the buffs and debuffs applied by it lasts a couple more seconds. Dancer's Honing Dance now grants even more damage reduction. Meanwhile, the damage reduction effect in the Black Mage Limit Break, Apocatastasis, try saying that 5 times fast, has been removed. Summoner's basic attack spell in all situations, Ruin, Astral Impulse and Fountain of Fire, got a 25% damage boost, and Bahamut's summon attack Mega Flare now does damage through walls. Next, Red Mage's Magic Barrier and Frazzle got their HP recovery related effects reduced to 10% from 20%, and also the duration of both effects reduced to 8 seconds from 10. Additionally, now Frazzle hits through walls. Magic Barrier did not receive this change, but I don't even know if that already had this property. White Mage got even more range nerfs. Miracle of Nature is now 10 yalms instead of 15. I wonder if eventually the White Mage has to go up and punch someone to get them. Aflato's Misery, the Blood Lily, also now only has 25 yards range. And finally, Astrologian's cards all hit through walls now. That is all for this patch note reading. I sure hope the PvE buffs help to balance out the playing field, and for the PvPers, good luck in the new season of Crystalline Conflict. If you'd like to see me make patch note summaries in the future, consider leaving a like on the video. You can also subscribe and tick the bell to get notified when next I post a video. And if there's something you're particularly excited about with these patch notes, make sure to let me know about it in the comments.